Hello, welcome back to Digi-Hatchin. Immediately I'm going to have to apologise for generally lack of energy and if my voice suddenly goes to complete crap halfway through this, because I am minorly ill. I say ill, it's just like weird chesty cough thing. It's not fun, but it's also kind of draining. So if there's a metric crap ton of jump cuts, just know that I've edited out so much of me clearing my throat or just coughing my guts up. Aside from that, let's look at the mons. On the DM20, we've got RagnaLordmon. I would say my favourite sword boy, but that goes to Supermon. This is probably like my second or third favourite sword boy. Second is probably Duramon. I do kind of prefer Duramon over RagnaLordmon, just because I think RagnaLordmon is a bit too much sword, but considering his entire thing is focusing 100% on attack, can't really hold it against him. Considering he is sword, there is his sword form, and there's his attack. I've got it up here. That's either Zweiglance or Thrown Messer. I want to assume that's Zweiglance because he shoots bullets. I guess it's supposed to be like a wave, but it has wave sprites on it, like slash waves. It has the sprite for that on here, so I don't know why they chose bullets, but oh well. On the left side here we've got an Agumon, just because I felt like hatching and raising a Digimon on the left side, and it was... So originally it was going to be like a Kunamon because I wanted to take part in the bug hatch going on the DD UK server. But then Kunamon can't really evolve into anything else that's bug-like after that. At least on this. So I decided Agumon and then Tyrannomon just because I felt like raising it. Also because eventually it will become Mamimon and it will join this Mamimon I've got here. This Mamimon's quite chonky. He's supposed to be 5 pounds, but he's currently 28. That's because I have... Honestly, when I've been at work, I've just fed him a bunch of protein, so I'm taking him into World later. I'm going to make him lose some weight. Same with the Geo-Greymon I've got here. This guy was a Shine Greymon, and then... Wow, that was some timing. Put him on camera, the first thing he does is take a dump. He was Shine Greymon, and then I wanted to take part in the Monday Night Brawl. Which was child level only, so I used level reverse. Right. That thing. I used like a bunch of these, and got him all the way down to Gaomon. Anyway. On the Pen 20, on the left side, unfortunately, Hoemon did pass, but he lived to a good age. How old was Hoemon? 53, that's pretty good. Although I'm not sure how much of that was fridged. Speaking of fridges, RagnaLordmon. This boy is a data type, and as such, he has a really awkward amount of shakes. I found he likes 14. I assume he likes 13 or 14, but he doesn't like 15. And there's the shield form. Oh, I didn't get a perfect shake. Maybe I accidentally got a 15th. Maybe he does like 13. It's not going to matter for long because we're about to jogress him. I've kind of rushed a little to get this video done now because when I jogress him, he's going to have 0 DP. And I want him to take part in a Super Ultimate Brawl on Friday Night Fight Club, which is tonight as of this recording. Which means as soon as he's jogress, I'm going to need to fridge him, because thankfully on the Pen 20s, when you fridge a Digimon, I think after 3 hours or so, at least what I remember from one of Kakajo's videos, and I think it might be right from my own experience, after about 3 hours, their DP gets maxed out again in the fridge. So that does give me plenty of time, but I wanted to get this done now before I procrastinated again and completely screwed myself. So what we're going to want to do is we didn't technically need to raise RagnaLordmon on the DM20 to do this, but I wanted to because it felt fun. Let's send, and then we're going to The one downside to having raised every Digimon on this is now I've got to go through all of them. Here's the version 4 and the version 5. Zubamon, Zubigamon, Duramon, Durandamon. Oh, Agamon sending him, okay. So yeah, that Durandamon is actually on the left copymon here, who is, I don't know, hiding behind the egg. Again, I would battle these, but doing so would lower the DP by I suppose I could just give him some proteins before I jogress. Screw it, why not? Battle. Other. Because despite these being both 20th anniversary devices, they're not compatible. Durandamon versus RagnaLordmon. The strongest sword Digimon and the strongest shield Digimon. RagnaLordmon data drummed on the vaccine, and that shows because RagnaLordmon did just win. It's okay, Durandamon, you're still my favourite out of the two of you. Zubamon's still my favourite though. Right. Let's give this boy 4 proteins to restore that 1 DP he just used. And let's go down to jogress, Digimon, RagnaLordmon, Durandamon, who is just chilling in sword form, I guess. Go! There's RagnaLordmon's shield, Durandamon's sword. Kind of on the wrong sides, but that's fine. And there he is. RagnaLordmon. Sprite's a little bit messy, but you can definitely see RagnaLordmon's shield, and when he attacks you vaguely see Durandamon's sword. Oh, okay, let's have a look at the name. RagnaLordmon. Yeah, 0 DP because it's just jogressed. Let's have a look. He is a virus type, so happily I can just kinda... Now, originally I was going to start hatching for the next hatch, because that's the, like I said, it's the insect hatch. And it's any device, it doesn't have to be Digimon, it can be like a Mushi King, or any insect Tamagotchis. I guess so. I guess there's Gigapets as well. I expect to see a lot of Mushi Kings though. But unfortunately I don't own a Mushi King, but I do own lots of Digimon. So my entire intention was to hatch out this pen color and this pen 20. One will be well, they'll both be Tentomon. One will go down the Quagamon route, one will go down the Kabuterimon route. Because I think that'd be really cool. Unfortunately, they wouldn't be able to battle, but it would still be cool to have lots of Insectoids. And that's what I was going to do, except the hatch hasn't started yet. The hatch starts tomorrow, on the 8th. So if I hatch them now, it would be cheating. But I guess I'll just do a video tomorrow. I guess same difference really. One long video or 2 shorter videos. Yeah, it also gives me time to make sure this guy's fully charged and not flat, because I've not actually run him in about half a month, I want to say. Something like that. Which is a shame, I really do love the pen colour. I've just kind of flooded myself with 10,000 of the Digimon. Including a new one I've got sat in here. Actually, it's not Numemon anymore. He's a Monzaemon, which needs a few more battles so we can get to Shin Monzaemon. Yeah, boy. In other news, Alphamon and Ancient Greymon did pass, unfortunately. I'm tempted to hatch out this Penzi again, just because I want to. I'll probably do that on my own time, like not part of the video, just because I wanna. Just because I like Mimicmon and I like Shoutmon, and, well, specifically Shoutmon Cross 3 and Cross 5. And I kind of just want to raise, well, Shoutmon Cross 3 and Cross 5, and Mimicmon. Actually, I like a lot of the Digimon on the Virus Busters Penzi, so yeah. I'm going to do that later, but not on this video, because that would make it take far too long. So, tabbing over to this. Durandamon, a Digimon possessing the ultimate Holy Blade. It evolved by honing its... Oh, Holy? But it's not Virus Busters. Huh, kind of weird. He is Metal Empire, though. It evolved by honing its sword to the best ability and attaining data on legendary swords. So, yeah, found in mythology and video games. So, every kind of legendary or mythical or amazing super ultimate destined super amazing Giga Chad sword, he's downloaded that data and made it a part of him. Just like with all the other of Zupermon's evolution line, it is said that wielding Durandamon in sword form will surely bring about victory. Actually no, the previous one has said, if held by an angel it will save the world, if held by a demon it will destroy the world, but same kind of deal, ultimate power, etc. Slashing attacks are fierce enough to cut down any sort of defense. There have been records that only the strongest of the legendary Digimon capable of transforming into shields are able to withstand attack. That is worded really weirdly. I'd have said that like only the strongest shield legend arms Digimon could withstand its attacks, but basically RagnaLordmon. In fact, that entire thing links to RagnaLordmon's page. Special moves are focusing its spirit into the Bladelant's arms and slicing with them, so that's Zweiglance. That's kind of what he's doing there, I guess. Apart from, I think does he fire beams with them, or does he just slash? I mean, if he's downloaded data from Legend Swords in video games, that means he's downloaded data from the Master Sword, and the Master Sword fires beams, so I like to imagine he can just, like, fire beams. I imagine there's also other legendary swords that fire beams. He can also spin his body to slice up multiple enemies in one fell swoop. Thrown Mesa. I've probably pronounced that wrong, but it's fine. Well, both attacks are powerful enough to take enemies down in one hit. His greatest ability is still to transform into a sword and become God, which is pretty much what RagnaLordmon is. And yeah, go to RagnaLordmon's page. Oh, this is a lot. I love RagnaLordmon's design. I love that he's gone like full dragon. Also yeah, Durandamon mythology related is about the same as Duramon. Legendary sword, Durandal, wielded by Roland the Hero, or something like that. It is, I'm not looking it up, I can't be bothered. Anyway, RagnaLordmon. Ultimate Legend Arms Shield Boy, the virtual of its body is comprised of shields. I mean, yeah, you can see that. Even like the articulated bits are like plate mail. And it's taken the form of a dragon. By attaining the data of legendary shields from mythology. Are there that many legendary shields? I know there's lots of legendary swords, but I've never heard of a legendary shield. And video games, it evolved to become a shield with absolute hardness, one that cannot even be scratched by any attack. While the appearance wise it seems to be made from red Digizoid, the extent of its hardness cannot be analysed. It has two standalone AI units, Gauss and Faye. I guess that's the green and the blue floaty boys there, which allow it to see in all directions. They possess barriers made from flames and are able to extend the scope of their barriers to cover even RagnaLordmon. So the shield boy has some shields that are not him, but work to protect him. Because they are capable of acting independently of RagnaLordmon no matter how far separated they are, it is said that they are even capable of covering the entire world with their barriers. It's a little bit OP. RagnaLordmon may be a strong shield, but it seems its barriers have been broken and bested by its nemesis Durandamon. Which is weird, because I just saw earlier, like, RagnaLordmon's data, Durandamon's vaccine, so this guy does have the advantage. Special moves are unleashing a blaze from its flaming wings, Guren Storm. I mean, yeah, there's lots of fire. And detaching its wings, just kind of like... And charging towards the enemy while expanding its barrier of flame. Blast Smash, that sounds cool. It's a shame we don't see RagnaLordmon in like anything ever. Literally, he's appeared in that, which I've heard of, but I've never once seen or played. And he's in Virtual Pets. I will guess he also has a card. Oh yeah, and there's his shield form. That's pretty cool. Transformation is the most valuable asset, blah blah blah. Well, should one wield RagnaLordmon while it's transformed into shield, no enemy will be willing to keep their assault. I mean, yeah, they'll probably get burnt. Also, I completely skipped over it. But yeah, JogRess's phage down here. There's his weapon form. In fact, I can just, yeah. RagnaLordmon, the best of both worlds. Not vaccine, not data, but a virus. It's been a long time since we've looked at this, and this has expanded a lot. Digimon born from the jogress between JogRessmon, the strongest sword, and RagnaLordmon, the strongest shield. It is said to have been born when an evil being lurking in the depths of the dark area awakened, and the digicores of the two legend arms resonated with each other. It sounds like there's a story behind that. Have you appeared in anything? No. I mean, that sounds awesome though. Its main body, formed from the fusion of digicores at a higher plane, was made in the image of the knight that would wield them, as imagined by the two sword and shield mons. Looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Kind of can't really see his face at all. But from the looks of it, especially in that sprite there, kind of looks like he's got the whole interface thing that like Dorumon, Lugumon, and Ryudamon have. While RagnaLordmon is a jogress Digimon, it is unusual that it still retains JogRessmon and RagnaLordmon's consciousnesses, while the main body itself has its own separate consciousness. So think kind of similar to Omegamon and Omegamon Ultra S and Omegamon Zwart and Omegamon Zwart Defeat, Omegamon Ultra B, Omegamon X. There's a lot of Omegamons. No, generally in the same vein of the Omegamon, where it kind of has the consciousness of Wargreymon in one arm and Metal Gurumon in the other arm, or Blitzgreymon, Crazy Gurumon if you go in Ultra S. I'm not going into all the composite Digimon that make up the different Omegamons, no. Yeah, JogRessmon is still his own being in the sword, and JogRessmon is still his own being in the shield. The sword and shield hover and move of their own wills without coming into direct contact with the RagnaLordmon, so they do their own thing. They make sport the enemy with the way they enact their own offensive and defensive maneuvers like three separate beings in one body. Just like you got the strongest sword and the strongest shield, and the one who wields them both, but the sword and shield do kind of have their own consciousness and will do their own thing. But they'll do everything to protect the main body. The level of coordination is stunning, giving rise to its absolute defense and sudden and unpredictable. There's a lot of ands. Unpredictable yet powerful attacks, which are nigh impossible to overcome. So this is pretty much my favourite boy, because it's just strongest sword, strongest shield, kind of Omegamon-esque thing, but virus and on fire, and a big freaking sword and big shield. And he's a knight, and he has a cool cape. It's cool. Special moves are bisecting the enemy in a single stroke by cleaving its sword down from a high altitude, direct smash as a anime jump from ceiling and just like slash split someone in half kind of deal, and spewing extremely high temperature flames from its shield, turning surroundings into a sea of fire, ignition prominent. So yeah, remember how RagnaLordmon was kind of made of fire and shields, and how like in this form its fire just kind of like goes everywhere. Yeah. Its greatest technique, dual edge flosion. Is flosion a word? In which it impales the enemy with its sword, wreathed in the shield's flames. So it combines the strength of JogRessmon and RagnaLordmon into one really powerful attack. Completely incinerates the enemy's data right down to the digicore and erases them without a trace. Yeah, what's stronger than the strongest sword? The strongest sword covered in the strongest shield's power and flames. Kind of reminds me of Omegamon's All Delete attack, or is that specifically Omegamon X? Can't remember. Do we get to see anything about JogRessmon? No, not JogRessmon, RagnaLordmon. I will have a look into the etymology, because I'm pretty sure Yes, from RagnaLordmon, a legendary Norse Viking hero and ruler, known from Viking Age, Old Norse poetry and sagas. According to some mythological writings, this man used to carry a sword and shield anywhere he went. So it's kind of funny how the RagnaLordmon line was like French mythology. The Bewildermon line was lots of, I want to say it was kind of, was it like British? It might have been. I'm going to check that now before I sound like a tool. I mean, yeah, from a minor corruption of Pridwin, King Arthur's shield. So, yeah, I guess. What about Ludo? I mean, I know Digi-Hatchin was from the Thunder God. And Tyr was, I think, from another kind of god? Where does Tyr come from? Oh, Tyr, the Norse god. So, you know, there's some Norse in there before it hits RagnaLordmon. So, yeah, like, I guess the Ludomon line has lots of... I'm pretty sure Ludomon itself was in reference to something else, like the name. But it's cool how the Ludomon line has like lots of different pieces of mythology intertwined in. The Zoomon line is mainly French mythology, and then RagnaLordmon is just outright Norse. Either way, cool knight, cool sword, cool shield, cool flaming cape, cool really deep purple armor, very spiky. Cool Digimon in general. Let me go back to the camera to take a look at this boy in general. Look at him. What a cool Digimon. It's a shame you don't really see his like fire attacks or anything he does fire, but can you really fit that into a sprite? I mean, I guess I'm going to see some of that when I take him into Digimon World later. Before then, you know, he needs to be fridged. You have nap time, because you need to restore all of your power for tonight. And you, Durandamon, chill out. Also, I'm surprised Agumon hasn't called out for needing food yet, because he needs like a few more care mistakes, because he's going to be a Tyrannomon one day. Right, that does it for this video and this hatch. This is actually hatch complete. Granted, it's hatch complete a single day before the next hatch starts, which is technically 7 days late, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Tomorrow, which Lord only knows when I'm going to get this edited, so it probably won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow, as of this video, I'll be hatching out 2 of the Pendulums, 2 Tentamons, well, 2 Bubmons and Mochimons, and then Tentamons, and then hopefully nothing goes wrong. Right, in case from RagnaLordmon, the best Digimon, second best Digimon, first is still Zubamon, screw you, and from Durandamon, something, probably in the top 10 somewhere. And of course, I say it's in the top 10, I've literally got a whole list and like evolution chart of Digimon that I just absolutely love. The entire evolution chart is just made of Digimon that I think are amazing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next hatch with some pendulums.